What is going on, guys? It is your boy Asalman here, back in another video, and today I will be showing you guys my top 5 most challenging, I wouldn't say the most challenging, but the most interesting rebuilds you can do in NCAA 25, aka Esports College Football 25. Before I get into it, please drop a sub, y'all. We are so close to 400. I really would appreciate it if y'all could help me out. It would make my day, guys, so I really would appreciate it, but I'm not going to beg for y'all subs anymore. Let's get straight into this video right now. So starting off, the obvious rebuild that everybody's been doing is Kennesaw State. Did I say Kennesaw State? Kennesaw State is a very popular rebuild in this game, but in my opinion, honestly, they're not that bad. They're not that bad, because when you think about it, they're in Conference USA. So once you really start recruiting, once you really get into the recruiting cycle, 2 or 3 years, you should be running Conference USA pretty easily. So I think that Kennesaw State is a challenger rebuild because they are the lowest overall team in the game. Like, it is challenging to get recruits to Kennesaw State. But once you get over that hump, you will be fine. You'll be able to dominate like you should in about 3 or 4 years, just because their conference is not that strong. If you put them in like the SEC, yeah, you're not winning shit. But then, speaking of the SEC, we're going to go to another interesting rebuild. This is one of my more favorite rebuilds. I said this one, but this is one of my more favorite rebuilds in the game. We have Vanderbilt Commodores. I love this rebuild just because they're in the SEC. As you see, you play teams like Georgia, Alabama, Oklahoma, Texas now. You play all those teams. It really just adds an interesting dynamic to the game. It makes it a lot more challenging because no one usually touches teams in the SEC. But when you rebuild Vanderbilt, you have to have like an 88 overall team to compete, 90 overall team, because you're playing against Florida, you're playing against Alabama, Georgia. That's a very challenging conference. Like, that makes the game a lot harder. In my opinion, I think that's more fun. It's very dynamic. Going into the Sun Belt, another lower overall one is University of Louisiana Monroe Warhawks. They're an interesting team. They're the lowest overall team in the Sun Belt. I'm pretty sure they're the same overall as Kennesaw State, but they're just more challenging. You do get some fun players, though, with this team. You get General Booty. General Booty is the quarterback of UL Monroe, and you get some good receivers, and you get pretty good running back room. I honestly had fun. This is my first rebuild I did. I had a lot of fun with it, and I think they're a fun team to rebuild. I think y'all should definitely try it out if y'all haven't rebuilt anyone. I think that's a really good team to rebuild. It's hard too, but I made them independent, so I wasn't even in the conference. So I got to pick my own schedule and I just give them a gauntlet. But overall, the conference play is kind of weak, but it's still a fun team to rebuild. Then we'll be going to the Big Ten for the next one. We're going to go to Indiana. Indiana has, I'm pretty sure they have a bunch of national championships, but they haven't won anything recently. And they've been ass, all right? They've been awful. They're a fun team to rebuild off the fact is they're just not that good, and they're in a very competitive Big Ten with Michigan, Iowa, Ohio State, USC, Nebraska hasn't been that good. But there's a bunch of good teams in there, and it's very fun to rebuild when you have to go against those competition teams. It makes the rebuilds a lot harder, in my opinion. And another fun team, my last fun team, Colorado State, man. Colorado State is fun because you get to play Colorado. You're in the Mountain West, so I mean, it's a lot of passing offenses. The competition is not that good, as you'll see. I'll pull up Mountain West Conference, but you still get to play, those rival games. You're playing Nevada, you're playing Boise, you're playing all these teams. It's a pretty even conference too, so it doesn't take long to be good, but it's a fun rebuild. It's challenging. And in my opinion, this is one of the better rebuilds to do in the game. Why am I showing Hawaii? It is Colorado State. But you play a lot of teams. It's a very nice challenge, and I think it's fun. You also have the rivalry with Colorado, as you know, which is fun to play against in this game. But alright, guys, that'll be my video. Those are some of the teams I really like to rebuild in this game. They're fun teams. If you guys have stuck around at this point, make sure to subscribe. I will be doing a Dynasty, and I don't think you guys want to miss it. It's going to be absolutely awesome, guys. But I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. It's your boy, Salman out.